It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. This is Expresso only on SABC3. So the holiday season is here, and for many of you, you might be packing the car, heading off to your favorite holiday destinations. But if you are thinking of doing that, you need to make sure that your car is in a top working condition, especially the brakes, one of the most important components. So you need to make sure that they are in a good working condition and that you have the right type of brakes fitted for your vehicle.
Now, we've covered at length what goes into maintaining a normal braking system in your everyday vehicle. Today, we're going to have a little bit of fun and start talking high performance. Now, I know Bertus is excited at the best of times getting hands-on talking about the technology that he loves. I have a feeling today it's going to be bouncing off the walls.
The first law of motion, as formulated by Newton, basically states that an object will remain in motion until an outside force acts upon it. For a car speeding around a racetrack, that force comes from the brakes, and they take quite a beating to bring a sports car or track racing vehicle to a halt.
Bertie, I was joking a little bit earlier that you were going to be very excited about today's session. We've covered so much about safety in normal vehicles. Now we move onto the track, and you brought some lovely toys for us today. What have you brought to show us?
Well, I've brought along the DS Performance range that Ferrari does in South Africa. Unfortunately, it's only available through one supplier in South Africa, and the reason for that is this is a specialized field, and we need specialized people to actually fit this to your vehicle as well.
So being a high-performance product, I'm guessing you're not going to find these on your run-in-the-mill 1400 bucky.
No, definitely not. This is more for the generation that's got quick cars, some of the new generation VWs, all the performance vehicles out there that's got that little bit more acceleration than the normal run-around vehicle day in and day out. And also for the enthusiast that takes his vehicle to the track once in a while and have a decent bashing of the vehicle under track conditions.
High-performance braking systems are designed to operate optimally at high temperatures. They dissipate heat effectively for better performance and control.
Now, I'm noticing just on face value a couple of differences here. I'm seeing some grooves and also some color bars on the side. Talk to me about that.
Now, the color bars is actually indication of how hot the disc is running, whether it's 300, 500 or sometimes 800 degrees Celsius. On some rally cars, I've seen it go over 1,000 degrees Celsius, and therefore you need a good quality disc with a good quality pad to stop that vehicle. The grooves are basically there to take the glazing off the pad itself and also to assist getting rid of some gases that accumulate during brake applications, to get that out of the equation, to make sure that you've got the performance that you need.
So much higher degrees of heat on the discs, and in the braking system, I'm guessing you're going to need a different friction material. Talk to me about the brake pads you brought.
Definitely. We've got a brake pad in the market that actually allows you to drive it on a street car and also lean towards a track day application formulation as well. It's a little bit more aggressive than a standard pad, and then we go over to the racing pad itself, where the friction material is very, very aggressive to get that vehicle to stop in a very short distance. And saying that, the racing application pads need to be warmed up. You need the heat to actually get them to work. So fitting a set of racing pads to a normal street car, you're going to end up with a situation where you've got no braking ability on the vehicle.
If your car is fitted with a high-performance brake system, it's going to need a high-performance brake fluid, which is also designed to perform at extremely high temperatures.
It's purely because of the surrounding components, the calipers, and sometimes even an exhaust system on a racing car that actually turns very close to a master cylinder, resulting in a situation where the brake fluid actually boils.
Oscar Volkveen is a car and racing enthusiast who has spent the past 5 years overhauling his former 1.3-litre hatch into a modified 2-litre engine speed machine.
Car's brakes is very important, but if you're going to race circuit, your brakes are not going to be as good as you start when you're done racing. But on the quarter mile over here, there's over enough braking space, so you can brake and let go and brake again. It's not braking all the time. So it's important, but not more important on the track than on the road.
The big thing is to remember, we manufacture this specifically with the racing enthusiast in mind. Therefore, if you do not have a racing car, don't go out and buy this. It's definitely a little bit more expensive than the day in and day out discs that you fit to your vehicle. And also, we want to remind the guys to rather keep it on a racing track instead of racing down the public road, to keep yourself and other road users safe on the end of the day.
Well, we love talking to all road users and creating better drivers out there. Nice to speak directly to the petrol heads for a change. So if you're going to go take your car to the track and push its boundaries, make sure you've got the braking system to match.
You're in control with Ferodo.